scary, don't it? Yeah.
What Columbus gonna do this year, man? How y'all gonna do this year?
I think we win the States this year.
Uh-oh.
I don't see nobody stopping us.
Uh-oh.
Nah. I'm TJ Capers, #1 linebacker in the nation. Check me out on Caneville.
That boy looks scary, don't he?
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. What them boys still blowing in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get...
All right, man, we here back. Crib Talk, Caneville, Meet X. And we sitting here with the #1 alien in the nation, man. Top linebacker in the nation, TJ Capers out of Columbus. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I don't.
You can see Twan?
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You play with your hair like that on your helmet?
Nah, I put it back in the helmet. So
Yeah?
see.
Or when it's serious, you put it back, huh?
Yeah.
The danger out there, you put it
Talking
on.
about,
You gotta see. You gotta keep it peripheral vision.
Yeah. Listen, first time I saw you, man, you was at Make a Play 7-on-7. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
And I pulled you to the side, and I ain't know who you was, but I was like, hold up, man, this kid too big to be out here. Let me take a picture of him, put it under the bed for later. You was out there with who? Who you was playing with?
3 or 5 stars.
Y'all still play?
Yeah.
Y'all played in the circuit this year?
Yeah, we went to some tournaments, but we ended like a few months ago.
What position you was playing?
Middle linebacker, outside linebacker.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You covered on wide receivers, bro?
Cover everybody.
I'm sure you want to be close to
Nah.
No. You like playing 7-on-7?
Yeah, it helped with covering.
Yeah, usually they don't. Teams usually gonna throw their real linebackers out there a lot of times.
Yeah, they put the safeties out there.
Right.
Linebackers.
Yeah, that's only in like real football 7-on-7 where they put the linebackers out there. Listen, bro. When did they make you #1?
I think like a few weeks ago, I moved from #2 to #1.
Yeah. On which one of them sites?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
You knew that, X?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, he's #1 in the nation.
Whoa.
24. He's #1.
Across the board, they made you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The reason we call you an alien, man, because we're putting together our own rankings. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do it with, well, we ain't going to put everything out there, but alien is the highest level, and we're gonna do it like that with different names. That's why we call you alien, man. We ain't trying to call you a Martian or nothing. Man.
All right.
Some daddy over there, he's 6'4", but we ain't going to disrespect him. All right. Hey, what you got for him, bro? What you want?
Man, you what, 6'4", 230. What position you play in high school?
Outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker. Weak side. And what position most colleges are recruiting you at?
Either outside linebacker, edge rusher, some in the middle. It's really everywhere, but
Oh, but you just play them all.
Yeah.
You just a linebacker.
yeah.
Who's your favorite linebacker?
In the NFL?
Ever?
Oh, favorite ever, Ray Lewis. Right now, I mean, like ever, Ray Lewis.
Man, it's big time.
Yeah. Would you watch video, Ray?
I watched videos of him as a kid. I got the chance to camp with him a few months ago in Ohio. He taught me something.
What camp that was?
He had his own camp with Under Armour.
Oh yeah, he does do the thing with Under Armour. That's right.
How did you get an invite or something?
Yeah, I got invited through like the Under Armour people. The same so invited me to camp in Orlando that time. I looked at it, read the details, and I was like, "This is a big opportunity. I got to make sure I get there." So we went. I enjoyed my time at the camp.
How was it?
It was great.
Yeah. How many days?
We flew up there. It was a boot camp day. Just pure conditioning, strength. And then we stayed that night at the hotel. And then the next day we got the competition and we learned something. Like we did some drills and we put those drills together. We got 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, blocking 1-on-1s, and 7-on-7.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all had on gear pads or just
Oh, nah.
t-shirts and shorts?
Nah, just t-shirts and shorts, no gear.
It was like awards given at the end, or
Yeah, they give out an MVP award. They gave out, I think, a leader award. I know it's the award given.
you get anything?
Nah, I didn't get that.
Who got it? You know the boys that got it?
I remember one name, I think his name was Keanu Parker, something like that.
They stuck out to you?
He was good.
Yeah.
He was good.
You know, you was better than everybody though.
I mean, I always think I'm the best everywhere I go. That's just confidence, but I respect everybody. So.
That's a Miami thing, or that's just in your blood?
You might just be in my blood.
It was only linebackers up there?
It was linebackers, running backs, and quarterbacks.
Gotcha. So as a freshman, right? You started as a freshman?
No, I didn't start as a freshman.
Where you was at? You behind?
Yeah, I sat behind a 4-star. So
That was the year y'all won
That was
state?
Ishmael.
no, that was the year after.
Oh, the year after y'all
That
won?
was the Tri-County with the COVID.
Oh,
Yeah. That's remember I told you I went to go see them play Deerfield. Deerfield, and that was the fourth quarter was the most exciting thing I've seen. Because the game was boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember the game was boring.
What year was that?
That was
22.
220, yeah, 220.
And then your sophomore year, what?
I started the next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How you do?
I did good. That's when they moved me to a 4-star. I think I was the third linebacker in the nation.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I had a good season.
Yeah. Does that stuff matter to you?
No.
Be honest with me, man. You don't wake up checking the website?
Nah, I just
Turn the camera out, Twin. Be honest.
nah. Someone sent it to me like, oh, they did something to the rankings, and I look, but it don't really matter to me because before any of the rankings, I was still the same person. The rankings really don't make you different. You still got to go and play every night. So
Right. But I mean, it feels good for people when they say it, though, right?
yeah, I feel like it's an accomplishment, so that's always good. But you still gotta back it up. So
Right.
So when you was at Columbus, you was you said your freshman year, you was backing up Ishmael, Jabari Ishmael, right?
Yeah.
He's at University of Miami. Do you still talk to him?
yeah.
Yeah, so y'all got a good relationship.
Yeah.
He tell you things about UM.
Yeah, he tell me things like whenever I go and like I want to know something new. That's like the first person I go ask, like how y'all be doing this or what's up with this? Like what does this be?
Isn't his father still out there, right? His father was on the strength and conditioning.
Yeah, that's
he was.
Yeah, well, he's still out there.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
He Jabari put on weight too.
Yeah.
He looked like he's about 250 right now.
And they all putting on weight out there. Yeah, I mean, they all putting on weight out there. I came to Columbus one time. Columbus weight room, bro. Y'all got weight room. Y'all weight room look better than Florida State weight room. Y'all weight room nice, bro.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. You like to get in there and work out?
Yeah.
Or you be moping in there like,
Nah.
I just want to tackle people.
By the trainer room, like, I'm coach.
Nah, we get out there though.
Yeah.
We definitely get out
Y'all got something this year?
there. Yeah.
They got a couple transfers in, huh?
I think we're gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
Why you think that?
I don't know. We always like the underdogs of the list. Like I don't know, but it's
I wouldn't
just.
say underdog.
I mean, it's a lot of mixed
Waiting for a
opinions.
long time to
Yeah,
be
I was saying,
underdog.
It's a lot of mixed opinions, but the way we've been working, like I feel like we're gonna be like individual improvement. I see us growing. We've been bonding as a team, so I think there's nothing else we could do but excel. So.
I think what it is everybody. Columbus is not the sexy pick.
It's not
Like,
cool team, right?
nobody
It ain't,
like,
right.
oh, Columbus, But when the season started, end of the season, Columbus is right there every year.
Right. We got quarterback there.
Adrian, right?
Yeah, we got
They
Adrian.
got Adrian Foster?
Yeah.
How tall Adrian is now? 6'9", 16?
Adrian like 6'6".
Yeah.
So,
What? 6'6".
6'6",
So you
6'5".
know,
You know,
grew
grew
up.
up.
God.
So, who y'all got to run? You got a running back transfer, right?
We got Cedric Irvin.
Yeah. Ooh. You got Cedric Irvin over there. Y'all, Cedric Irvin was there in spring?
He was there in spring. I think he scored twice.
Yeah, what you think about him?
He got running back, getting coached by his dad, one of the best running backs. So got a good line in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have a good line. Is it easy tackling him, Cedric Irvin? No,
we don't really like bring to the floor and practice that much. Get a quick thud in.
Yeah.
Just to know you there.
Dang.
Y'all don't ever tackle him?
No, we do. When we first get the pads,
Uh-huh.
not often. It's not often. When we first get the pads, we'll do like while we in India, our linebackers, we'll teach how to
Just
tackle you proper.
Uh-huh.
We teach how to tackle. And then once we get in like team scrimmage, we'll tackle for like the first like 2 days. Then the rest is just thuds.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, when your dad played football, man, people died on the practice fields, dog. They hit like every day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just crazy. Football practice sound like basketball practice now, don't it?
Yeah, but now I agree. Like, well, you know, most teams that have a staff does that. Like we did that at Pace. We did, you know, when I transferred to Pace, we did that. Yeah, like you'll tackle probably Monday and that's it. You ain't tackling no more the week.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna have on pads after Wednesday. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So most
more teaching and technique.
Yeah.
What's good? What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm D. Morning Breast Show, 7 o'clock at night. We're about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. That's TJ Capers. Man, y'all watch a little bit of TJ Capers interview we done. That's in the member section. It's in the member section. It's like a little preview of that. About 9 minutes, 10 minutes of that. I got my boy Rich in the back. I got Kyle in the back. I'm gonna bring him in here, man. We about to get into a few things. Robbie Anderson, South Florida kid, gets kicked off the sideline and gets traded. A couple other things going on. Another injury we dropped in the member section today. Discovered another injury dropped in the member section. I know they didn't talk about it today in the press conference, so we just dropped it in the member section. Another injury, dog. What is going on, man? But listen, man, first thing first, 786-405-9499. Make sure y'all hit the like button for us and hit the share button for us. That's TJ Capers, number 1 linebacker in the nation. They got Miami Central this week. That should be a good one. Both undefeated teams. Central's getting better and better. I think starting to work like a well-oiled machine. I saw Columbus the other day put a beating on Doral at Doral. They're going to IOD Squads. Listen, if you're looking at us on Facebook or Twitter, come over and come check us out. If you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, y'all come on over to YouTube and check us out. Let me see. Shout out to all the villains. Everybody with the badge by their name. The football villains. They're the members. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then they get special treatment. Lots going on, man. Lots going on. I think Tennessee came out and said they tore their goalposts down. Need a GoFundMe to go get to move goalposts. We had a post in the member section by a guy, one of the members, KC3, and he compared the 2021 team to the 2022 team. And we're going to talk about that a little bit because he did a good job on that. He compared both teams, first 6 games, and you might be surprised at what you see. You may be surprised a little bit at what you see in that comparison. I'm going to bring KB in here. And I'm going to bring, let's see. Ooh, internet a little weak right now, huh? What's going on? I hope I look okay. I hope I look fine. Let me check me out, see what I look like. Internet running a little weak over here. Cloud have mercy. Well, I look okay. All right, I look okay. So, yeah, man, if you want to get down with IOD Squad, just text us, 786-405-9499, 786-405-9499. Had a decent day in the market today. I think what was in Hood put. Had a nice little get-together this morning. Talked to who? Master Kane. Went over some stuff. He had some questions about some stuff. So if you want to get down with IOD Squad, just text us, 786-405-9499, or eventually I'm going to pin the link in the comment section. Let me see. Okay, now I look okay. I look fine. I see y'all dropping them IOD and the money bags. Only the members can use those. So if you're looking for those emojis now, only the members can use those emojis that these boys are here dropping. Only the members can use those emojis. We'll bring Rich in here and Kyle in here. Rich.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? Kyle.
What's good? What's good?
What's going on, bro? Did y'all get a chance to see the Robbie Anderson stuff?
I didn't.
Nope.
I read about it, but I didn't see it.
Robbie Anderson got kicked off the sideline. And then he got traded to Arizona. I think that's a better place to be than Carolina, right?
I'm telling you, I'd have been happy. Kick me off anytime.
Yeah, now he over there with a quarterback. Kyler Murray throw the ball, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he over there with a quarterback. But Robbie's had a lot of issues in his life out of Broward. He's overcame a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But that was weird. I've never saw a coach send a kid to the locker room like high school or something.
What did he did? What was the issue?
Yeah, like a sideline rant. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was upset. I think he was upset because since Joe Brady left, he ain't really been getting his balls. He ain't been balling out, like getting his targets like he used to get. I think he's a little pissed. Said something to the coach, and coach was like, nah. Because the intern coach, the coach just got fired.
Oh.
The coach was like, said something to the coach. Here we go, right here. And coach was
situation. Robbie Anderson has just been apparently kicked out of the game by his own coach. Steve Wilkes, the interim head coach. Anderson said something again to one of the coaches on the sideline. Steve Wilkes came over and they barked at each other again. That was one more. Apparently, that was a last straw type thing. Watch Steve Wilkes. He hears something else, and he's like,
man, go home.
Apparently, that's it. A situation, Rob.
I saw that look, but you look at somebody like, well, all you can say is, man, fuck, nigga. That's the only thing you can say when you look at somebody that fast. Fuck, nigga. You pussy, man. You walk by him that fast, all you can say, hey, man, you a bitch ass nigga. Keep on walking. I think that what Melo did to TVD. Something had to happen, dog. Something had to go wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
At least Steve Wilkes was not coaching AB.
Yeah. I think Marquise Brown is hurt though. Somebody said, what is Arizona gonna do with all the receivers? I think Marquise Brown hurt, right? And I think I think the receivers they got hurt.
Yeah, when who's all over there? He come in and instantly take somebody PT, don't he?
Yeah, he will.
Well, I think they took him. I think they took him because they're going through a little injury bug. But I think Marquise just got hurt. Let me see. See if we can get their depth chart. Let's see, depth chart. Hopkins is hurt, right? Hopkins is not in. I think Hopkins is hurt. And I think Marquise Brown just got hurt. So behind Hopkins, they have Robbie Anderson and Greg Dortch. So, yeah, he finna come in. He might be wide receiver 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they got AJ Green and Rondale Moore.
Before that game, there was rumors about trying to offload what's his name, the running back.
Right. Mm-hmm. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
So
they said Hollywood out for the year. Somebody just said.
So then they probably need somebody to stretch the field because I know AJ ain't really got it no more.
That's what it was. Did AJ ever hit his peak, dog? Like, did AJ ever peak out?
He got hurt. I don't think so. He was great. Just got hurt. So I don't think we saw the best of AJ. Maybe we did. I don't know.
He got hurt. I don't know if he ever did his thing like he wanted to in Cincinnati. And you saying it may be over for him, though?
I ain't saying it's over for him, but it just ain't. I don't think he's getting that back. Like the path he was headed to. I don't think he's getting that back.
Nah.
We launched in the member section. We launched basically breaking news today, because you know Street people. I've been on that breaking news stuff lately. Dude, listen, how we get somebody else injured, dog? Like, what is going on, man? I asked Mario today. I asked him, hey, man, have you ever coached a team? Y'all want to see what he said when I asked him? Have you ever coached a team that's been injured like this, and are you learning something? My flame? And how are we going to deal with this? And Mario just kind of short with it, like, man, football injuries happen. That ball still got to be spotted Saturday. Somebody got to get out there and line up. Hey, did you answer my question, though? What was that? But what is, dog? Listen, bro. We got a strength and conditioning coach, right? We got better food. All this stuff came in. Like, what is going on? Think somebody got pushed too hard or something?
It often depends on the type of injuries that you have. I think push too hard is when you start to see hamstrings, torn ligaments. When you see things like that. But it's football, man. It's hard for me to look at the strength and conditioning program, and you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm pretty sure we had I guess by whatever standards they grade, I'm pretty sure we had a worse program last year than we do this year, but we didn't suffer this many injuries, and not at least this early. So it's hard to just. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes you get a dark cloud over your program. It's hard for me to just look at the strength and conditioning program and complain.
I mean, I say yes because, in terms of us, I would say that the team prepared harder than they have the past couple of years. So I think you're going to have that, especially as your body gets acclimated with that type of workload. But I think it makes them better. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing because you have less bodies that could go in a game, yes. But I think overall it's better because now when those guys get back from injury, they're going to be used to that type of workload. So that's why you have to have depth. Like Alabama has depth. You see Tennessee with all the depth that they have, and it's just something you got to have.
Yeah,
especially when you're playing at that elite level.
Right. Lazarus said that's why I asked, was the players injured or hurt? Well, the player we put in the member section today, he was hurt. I love homie too. Hurt. I'm hurt, dog. Little homie hurt. Little homie hurt. So this is me trying to get to the bottom of it. Let's see what Mario had to say.
And we could teach all we want on the board. There's no teacher like the repetition, right? And so those are two guys that come to mind right away that have really gotten better and improved.
As a head coach, have you ever coached a team that has many injuries? Are you learning from it, and how do you deal with it? Well, that's horrible. Basically, I asked him that. Basically, I said, hey, listen, have you ever coached a team that had this much injuries? Are you learning anything from it? And how are we dealing with it?
Well, injuries happen in football. Some of them were pre-existing things. Some of them were things that just happen and you can't avoid. How do you deal with it? You keep rolling. The ball's going to still be placed on the tee at 12:30 on Saturday. So.
Did not answer. He did not answer. He didn't answer my question. Mario tried me. He didn't answer my question, dog.
He saw you sitting by Susan. He saw you sitting by Susan. He don't fuck with you no more.
No, he ain't answer my question, dog. Like I think he had injury problems in the past, right? I think he had some injury issues at Oregon. And I know he probably think people gonna bring that up again. Nah, but he ain't really get into it. He ain't really ask. So in the member group, bro, KC3 broke down first 6 games of last year and this year, right? And I'm gonna see if I can get them. I'm gonna get them numbers up here. He broke down the first 6 games, and some of the numbers are like, whoa. We sit up here and we argue and we go back and we say, oh man, if we would have had this and we would have had that. And you realize that we're doing better this year in some things and worse in some things. But I think it'd be surprised that, especially on the offensive side, some of this stuff was kind of surprising.
Right. What you're talking about is the rushing game. The running game is surprising because this is what we was hanging our hat on for the season. And, we're not averaging what we would typically – we're not averaging more than we were last year. So that's interesting. And I know that a lot of people gave a lot of flack about the way we ran the ball last year, and rightfully so. But I do think that a lot of that does have, a lot to do with the injuries that we have. So we had, Chaney was in the game and he was, back healthy these first 6 games, as well as the freshman running back that we have. I think our rushing attack would look a lot better than it does.
Right, looking at this, Miami offense passing yards per game. 2021, we had 246 through 6 games. 2022, we're averaging 327 passing yards. He better have He don't have touchdowns on here, huh?
Nah. I will say right off the bat, though, you got 2 outliers. So the outlier that you have with scoring, which is a bad outlier, is the fact that we put up 70 versus Bethune-Cookman. So if you was to play with those numbers and take that game away, as far as scoring is concerned, that'll make us look even worse when it comes to scoring.
Right. Yeah, if you take away Alabama game, put a normal team there, did we score some points last year in that game? I mean,
that's the problem with comparisons, though. You have to go through comparisons with a fine-tooth comb because you take that away, but then so then we take away House of the Blind last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's you have to go through all of it because shit, look at what we did against Central Connecticut, man. So it's like,
right. Yeah, or have a longer. So you got to kind of wait. A longer sample size gives you a better view, but this is telling because we think nostalgia when we think Lashley. Like we can only remember the highlights. Like my homeboy always say, man, people ain't gonna appreciate LeBron until he gone, cause we didn't appreciate Dr. J until he gone. We didn't appreciate Shaq we didn't appreciate Jordan until he was gone. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, we ain't gonna appreciate Tom Brady till they gone, cause the highlights, they keep showing the highlights, right? After they're gone, and that's how you remember them. You don't remember Jordan getting 19 versus the Knicks and throw it on his head for 4 quarters. You don't remember them games. So the same thing with Lashley. Like the first 6 games, Lashley high-powered, throw the ball around offense. You know what I'm saying? I guess with a gimped up King for the most part, right? And I think Tyler Van Dyke came in maybe the 4th game, 5th game. Yeah, they averaged 246. 327. I think 327 puts Miami at what, number 23 in the nation right now? I think it's something like that. Number 23, number 21, 23.
I mean, we will be up there for sure.
Yeah, yards per game. 220 in 2021, up to 6 games, it was 374 yards. 2022, they averaged 439 yards. We averaged more plays per game. Turnovers, we had 10. Now we have 9. Points scored per game. That's interesting.
No, that's indisputable. we scored much better last year. That's indisputable. There's nothing to fine tooth comb through that shit.
points scored per game, right? Up into 6. Game 6. They averaged 25. Last year, offense had averaged 25. And this year, 22.8. Passing yards, defensive passing yards per game. That's close. 247, 248. Rushing yards per game. Last year, we were giving up. God damn, Miaz.
175. Damn.
Last year, we were giving up 175 yards per game.
Jesus.
And this year, we're giving up 99. Last year, we thought we had the better defense, right? Didn't we?
We thought we had a better line for sure.
No, but
we had so we had Bubba Bolden. We just were old, right? We were very old, right?
That's all it was, yeah.
Yeah,
We lost our best 2 pass rushers.
Right. We didn't have the names. Rushing yards per game, 175. Danny Miaz was giving up 175, and Alabama didn't run the ball. Michigan State ran all over us. Who else ran all over us? Virginia? With the tight end, that running back, or whatever the hell Virginia was doing.
Yeah, everybody.
Points allowed. Danny Miaz was giving up 36 points. 0.4 last year, and this team was giving up 22 points per game.
Now think about that. Think about that. Now, we were scoring 25 per game and giving up 36.4 per game last year.
the head coach side of the ball. That's our dog, man. That's our dog. Any Miaz. Y'all say y'all want him back. Our home.
No, Marvin on that bullshit.
How about the turnover chain?
He said, what answer was I looking for when I asked Mario that? I don't know. For some reason, I thought Mario would be human and say something human. Like, yeah, man, we learn a lot. We go over that, but I don't know. I thought he would just say something like, yeah, you learn every day. A few things that we probably do better in the future. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I thought he'd give us some insight.
Nah, y'all boys don't want us. Y'all welcome. Y'all that Susan shit. Y'all got to go.
We here, dog. He can't. What he gonna do? He already done kicked us out of. He didn't kick us out of practice. Let me stop talking like that. I mean, let me stop talking like he didn't kick us out of practice. I mean, but I'm sure he don't want anybody in practice looking like Mask, that damn trauma ward in there. I'm sure he don't want Susan walking around talking about who in the red jersey. God damn, we look like. Look like, you know, it got out of state. All these red jerseys walking around. Turnovers force. Danny Miaz team forced 5
total,
and without the turnover chain, we forced 10. We forced 10 turnovers, dog, this year, right? I wonder how many interceptions it is. What do y'all think the reason for that? Why the turnovers pick up?
Because we got better coaching. Shit, it's just that damn simple. We got better coaching and guys that's ready to play. You know, Bubba was on vacation for a little bit. We had Amari. I don't know, like when's the last time you saw Amari Carter have create a turnover? And then there was Gervin Hall. So you know, we got an influx of different blood, but mainly just better coaching, better scheme. Mainly, my opinion, anyway.
Right. That wasn't last year. That wasn't last year when North Carolina ran all over us, right?
That was the year before.
Yeah, that was the year before that. Last year they beat us. TV through the interceptions, right? That was the interception game.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Tavares Capers in here, man. TJ Capers' dad. I'm trying to get Susan to sit down and do a sit down with us, dog. We're trying to do a Caneville with Susan. Susan shy. I've been working her, dog. I'm trying to get her to sit down with us. Susan been here for a minute, dog. Susan was here with Butch.
Who's Tavares Cable? That ain't TJ Daddy, is it?
That's his dad. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's his dad. That's his dad. His dad got his own podcast. He gonna sit down with us, man. Very interesting dude. Know everything about football down south football. Know everything. Know what all the bodies are buried, the Killian, and he know everything about down south football. So he started doing his own little podcast on Facebook. Go check him out, man. Tavares Capers on Facebook. You'll find his podcast on the page. Type the name of your podcast in there. I was with him Friday night, man. We was in there watching TJ, man. You see TJ, man? He ain't even take the quarterback down, man. He stopped running, man. I'm like, Dad, chill, man. What the hell? Chill. Number one linebacker in the nation. No, he be lit during the game, dog. He be lit. He be lit. So big game this week, dog. Big game this week. And his son is involved with Miami Central and Columbus.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big game.
Huge game.
It's being played at.
Y'all see if Dad come and talk about it?
Yeah.
T, I'm gonna send you a link, man. You can come on here and talk about it. You ain't got to get on video, bro. I'm gonna send you the link. You come talk about it. Big game, man. That's a big matchup. I mean, one thing about Columbus, Columbus has all these resources. They get prepared. They're gonna come in prepared. Central is playing really well right now. They sputtered like after that IMG win, but they ain't sputtering no more. New Orleans defense was playing damn good the other night. Central beat them 52 to 7 or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, and New Orleans was actually fired up for that game.
How good is
They
Columbus?
got talent on that team.
How good is Columbus? They undefeated.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
undefeated.
But do they play anybody? I don't really keep up like that. Do they play anybody?
Who if Columbus beat this year? They beat Northwestern in a close one.
Okay.
I would say, I don't know. I would say they about 14-point underdog. Dad gonna come in here talking shit. Come on, let me see if he come here. I say they're about a 14-point underdog. I don't know if they could score with Central. Now, what Booker T did to Northwestern the other night. Booker T, dog, is one of these teams when Ice is there and he get all those Overtown coaches together, bro. Listen, they the real deal. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. They prepare for games, and the other night against Northwestern, they knew they couldn't score because Tiger was back. Shout out to Mitty. Tiger was back. Ford was back. So they knew they couldn't score with Northwestern. So they just ran the ball. And they just ran the ball, made the game shorter. Northwestern got 10-7, and Northwestern got 14. And you look around, and it's late in the third, and you only down 14. But what they were doing was just running the ball, and boom, they'll take a shot. And it was working. It worked. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't connect. Just a smart game. Tavares, what's going on, bro?
What's happening? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Getting prepared for this big game. Y'all just talking about
it. Friday? What is it? Friday?
Friday night.
Now, you just heard what I said, right?
Yeah, I heard.
So now we talking football. I think I maybe 14-point underdog. I'm not sure if y'all can score with them. What does the podcast Tavares say? Not the dad. How you feel about it? We can talk to the dad in a minute.
I mean, I feel like we got a chance, man.
Yeah. But tell us what it is. Tell us why you feel y'all got a chance. What y'all got? You think y'all could hold them? Y'all defense could hold them?
I think so. I think we got one of the better defenses, whether the people don't see it or not. But our front seven gonna give you hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And,
okay.
I just feel like as long as they play together, they discipline, man, we always got a chance. If our offense can just maintain a couple drives and keep the defense off the field, shit, I think we're gonna shock the world if you ask me.
So, okay, so what does so Miami Central, what problems do they present for y'all, you think?
Shit, excuse me, like Ruben Baines.
Man, I own this, man. You can say what you want to say on here, bro. What you mean?
Ruben Baines, shit, that's the biggest problem right now. You know, I mean, you can't take nothing away. Well, you can't take nothing away from that kid, man. That kid is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't block him, it's gonna be a long damn day. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, our kid's up for the challenge. You know, so one thing about them, they ain't afraid. So they coming into this game looking to win. So I mean, why not?
They've never been afraid. Columbus don't play these games too many times. I mean, yeah, afraid ain't even a question. So tell me a little bit about Columbus. What time they go to practice? They practice after school?
Y'all practice after school sometime, right? Yeah, they practice every morning and in the evening.
That's what I'm saying. They practice in the morning, I heard, right?
Yeah, they practice at what time y'all practice? 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? They have walkthrough at 6 o'clock and
damn.
We'll have a walkthrough at 6:30, or we'll have a lift at 6:30, or we'll have a practice at 5:55 and lifting out the room.
They be on it, man. All that you heard, they be on it.
And they sit down because I've been in there before. I've been in the facilities, and they got the damn. I don't know what that was like 3 years ago. I don't know what they have now, but they had the damn all the technology in there on the board. Where the coach can draw on the board and pull the video up, and they had all that stuff. On offensively, y'all got what? Y'all got Irvin. He committed to Stanford, right?
Yeah,
running back.
That's right.
What else? What else y'all got offensively?
I mean, we got Jose Leon. You know what I'm saying? We got a kid named AJ. You know, used to play quarterback for the Round. Kid, awesome. I mean, we got a lot of low key players that people don't know, but they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And right. If you give them an opportunity, I mean, it's gonna cost you. Just being honest, it's gonna cost you. You know, we got a kid named Flacco, kid named Big Man. You know, we don't have the big flashy name kids that everybody here, but they absolutely get the job done. We ain't 8-0 for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all ain't 8-0 for nothing. You look at your son eyes, dog. What TJ at? He stay in the kitchen with you, dog.
You know that's where he at in the kitchen.
You ready, dog? You ready this week, dog? You looked in his eyes, dog. You ready?
Hey, one thing about it, when I asked him, I said, what we looking like against Central? He said, man, I think we're going to win. That's all I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his confidence through the roof, and he got every reason to be that. If you go in a game expecting to lose, you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, I mean, like you said, man, I think we can win, you know, point blank period, you know? So it is what it is. Until then, hey, we'll see what happens, man, because I ain't never raised him to, man, let's look at the big picture and say they better than us. No, they put their pants on like we do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we just got to play big man football. That's all. I can't take nothing away from Central. They're great.
Right.
They're great. Right. But, hey, man, we got to play. We got to play.
They got to play. Who's the best team down south, man, other than Columbus? Who's the best team down south? Because I think got a little weird down there, man.
Columbus.
Other than Columbus. That's it.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna give props to I'm gonna say at one time the best record you had to give it to Homestead, but they just done lost everything that's going on. I don't know what's they on a 2-game losing streak and finna be 3.
Finna be 3. Who about to beat them?
Yeah, Northwestern gonna beat them people, man. Yeah, Northwestern gonna kill them people. Northwestern gonna kill them. So you got South Ridge on the rise, you know, but talent wise, I mean Palmetto, one of the better teams. I just don't know what's going on down there.
We never know what's going on with Palmetto. They always be good on paper.
Always got great talent.
Always.
They got a stack load of talent. I just don't know what's going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, you got to look at the coaches at this point. I mean, shit, the talent there. What else could you say? I mean, you know, they loaded, man. Them Homestead, them loaded. But our problem down south is we don't value linemen like up north does. You know, we don't have the big linemen like Columbus do. Columbus, that's where we beat you at in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, other than that, I would have to say Homestead, Palmetto, and South Ridge on the rise. You know, South Ridge had a big win this weekend, so, you know.
So TJ playing line. He playing basketball this year?
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna go basketball. She said he's gonna join the basketball team. Get back on it, rather.
Columbus got two of the best players in the nation on their team, don't they?
Yeah. He played freshman year, but they wasn't there.
They weren't there?
No, they wasn't there. So they ended up going to I think they went to the second. Oh, well, yeah. Well, Boozer them was in middle school that year. TJ freshman year. And then we just decided that he wanted to run track, work on his speed or whatever. So we ended up getting on the track. So this year he said he'll go back to basketball. So
right,
that's his choice.
Be honest with me, man. When they be putting them kids in front of your son on them rankings, and they be like, he number 3 this week, he number 4. You go look at the other kids to see if they're better than your son. Tell the truth.
Oh yeah, I did that. One kid. It's one kid though. What's the kid's name with the mullet? Sammy who?
The kid Sammy with the Brown. Mullet.
Yeah. Sammy Brown. But Sammy Brown. But I don't. My thing is this: our level of competition is way better than what they playing up there. You know what I'm saying? So right. I just feel like sometimes those rankings be kind of biased. Like right now, what's the kid name? Got almost 4,000 rushing yards and like 8 games or something like that. Like that's ridiculous. Give him under. You're not gonna do that in Miami.
Get from under the table.
We got 4,000 yards.
Yeah, man, they got one Spanish kid. I don't know who he is, man. He be averaging 400 yards a game. Like, what the hell is that?
Y'all see Sammy Brown, boy, looking like the boss.
Yeah, he look like Bob. I wouldn't check him out, but if you look at it,
see Sammy.
He play running back. He play all that. So I don't take nothing from him. I just like to check out. You know what I'm saying? I show him like, hey, this is what they got in front of you. Motivation. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we move, man. I feed them whatever they put out there. We feed it to them. Hey, you got
Sammy from Jefferson, Georgia. I'm gonna ask Papo about Sammy.
They say kid built like that, and you know what I'm saying. I see this film, but I just look at the level of competition. Like, dude, that running back running punts, and he's the number 1 linebacker. Like, I just don't get that part. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it make sense to me. You the number 1 linebacker. You running punts and kickoffs and running back, and I don't know, just the level of competition to me. That's just my thing.
Right.
Quarterback too.
Things don't translate.
Listen, man, go ahead, give your family time. Tell TJ we said what's up. We're gonna sit down with him again, man, and tell him good luck this weekend.
Yeah,
TJ, good luck this weekend, bro. I need you to stand up this weekend, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yo, big stage. I need you to stand up, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Tavares, man, I'm gonna hit you tomorrow, okay?
All right, definitely. Thanks.
Appreciate you, man. That's y'all just getting here. That's Tavares Capers, dad of TJ Capers. Listen, this is my rule. If you touch number 1 in anything, I'm gonna call you number 1 in your position till you guys graduate. So the number 1 linebacker in the nation, TJ Capers. I don't know what he is now. Maybe 2, maybe 3. It's good for everybody. Brandon Ennis, they trying to put him out the top 10. Number 1 wide receiver nation, Brandon Ennis, and that's how I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I should have.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask him why he sent his son to Columbus.
Woo.
Like, what was his? I wanted to ask him that.
He told me.
I want to know what was his reason. Was it resources?
I think Columbus wanted to. I think TJ wanted to go there. I think TJ went there. I think if he's still listening, he probably put in the comment section. But I think he said TJ wanted to go there. Yeah. I think they went to go look at the school or something like that. He told me the story, man. I hope I'm not lying. I hope I'm just up here fibbing. If y'all just getting in here, man, that was Tavares Capers, dad of TJ Capers. TJ Capers was in there washing dishes or something. And TJ said he ready this weekend. Columbus is always gonna be prepared. Y'all heard that. What did he say? They got walked through at 6:00 in the morning. Say there he go right there. So that was all his decision. That's what I thought he said. To go to Columbus.
Okay.
Cal. Yeah.
That's interesting, man. That's dope.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
Because man, a lot of it got to do with your background. Like, I don't know what their background is, where they from, how they do things, but like, you grow up in the neighborhood, you kind of want to go to the neighborhood schools, like, whereas, most of the kids are just like you. You know what I'm saying? And you going to Columbus, and I know that's not like some crazy preppy school. I'm not saying it like that, But it's not. It ain't the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So you going to a school where things are a little bit quieter, more structured. The work is probably a little bit harder. They probably require more discipline. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's impressive for a kid to know what kind of school Columbus is and to see what kind of people they produce, not just athletes or not like the kind of people they produce. There's fucking billionaires coming up out of there. So I think that's impressive for a kid to decide that that's where I want to go. Culture.
How many billionaires coming out of there?
How many?
Man, what they got this man rated at?
Say it again.
What they got him rated at? They moved him down.
TJ?
Yeah.
Well, no, I know they was moving him back and forth. I don't know if I'm in the right area, but they were moving him back and forth. They were moving him back and forth at one point in time, 2, 3, 1, whatever. Let me see it. If I can find them.
Oh, that's Columbus is an all boys school.
Columbus is an all boys school.
Holy shit!
I thought that's what you was talking about. It is an all boys school.
I didn't know. Damn, I'm not familiar with them schools and shit like that. Damn.
I think the girls are like across the street at St. Brendan's. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you this: every time I ask the boys, listen, hey, going to all girls school, right? I ask the boys from Columbus. I'd be like, does it suck to go to all girls school? And they always say the same thing, bro. They'd be like, nah, man, it's like hanging out with the fellas. But y'all never think about that. Y'all never think about how cool it is to hang out with your homeboys. And then what happens when one of them big booty tricks get thrown in the middle? The whole dynamic changes. So long as there's no girls in the school, we just dudes vibing. That's it.
Yeah.
Somebody might get lucky with a teacher every 5 years. I don't know. But we just dudes vibing. You know what I'm saying? We just vibing. Like, and that's how they say it. They say it's because there's no girls there. So nobody ain't fighting. Nobody ain't fighting to look cooler than other. Nobody ain't cracking jokes on somebody because Mary don't walk in the room. The stress level goes down. Think about that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's how they explain it.
Yeah, but I'm still like, lunchtime come, I'm still going across the street to that girls' school. But I get it.
And you know what it actually creates too? A brotherhood. And I've seen people win football games with brotherhoods, become close. Yeah. But you're right, man. Billionaires do came out of Columbus. Big time. So man, that's big time game. Say it again.
Marcus Lemonis went there, right?
It's a couple of them.
Shit, then our boosters, didn't they come out of Columbus?
Yes.
Ruiz, yeah.
Ruiz,
and the two brothers, right? The Moss brothers, did they go to Columbus?
I think so.
Yep, they did.
Yeah, dog, wow. That's shit. Shit. I might have sent my nephew to Columbus. Fuck that.
Maddie, you got a chance to look at them numbers in the group me, right? In the member group me, right?
I didn't look at them too much in depth, but I was looking at it. You talk shit about it. It was funny.
Yeah, because man, a lot of times we don't remember, man. We don't remember things correctly. We remember Lashley's last couple of games that he rode out here to the sunset. You know what I'm saying? But we don't remember. Yeah. Also, man, Manny Diaz was just bent over the whole goddamn season. So Lashley them was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, probably recover what Manny Diaz was giving up.
No, but remember what you said. Like people just forget those games that TVD had. Lashley was here for a whole year and a half before that, and that offense wasn't clicking like that. Like y'all don't remember the UAB game, and everybody was, oh, we just saving it for ACC play. We complained about that goddamn offense all year, man.
And TVD struggled his first couple of games when he got in.
Damn sure did.
Yeah.
That's why I don't be freaking out by none of this shit happening this year. Because when we get a different QB back there, they got a little wiggle. We get, Devontae Citizen as the guy who's the primary rock toter. Everybody gonna forget about this year. When shit start clicking, people suddenly get amnesia. And, oh man, like look at this. It's like y'all the same people who was talking crazy last year when Mar was struggling. We couldn't find the offense. We couldn't run. And we couldn't pass. So I don't know.
No,
I don't get too pressed about any of that stuff.
They still gonna get in Gaddis' ass. I bet you. It's gonna be a certain amount of motherfuckers defending them. Watch. They still gonna get in Gaddis' ass. You know how it is. You start off rough. That road to recovery for certain people. People ain't gonna forget.
Right. Yeah. They not. It's hard for me to even give them credit at this point. It's like hard for them to make a U-turn and go back on their words and give them credit. But man, you know what I'm saying? They're not scoring. And I asked him today, like, what happened in the second half, and he kind of say, listen, the second half was just riddled with penalties and just one of them things. Like, we just keep shooting yourself in the foot. They had 9 penalties on offense. He said.
Like I said, the man was coaching with a damn weighted vest on the ankle weights. Like, you don't have.
He was coaching with what?
A weighted vest on the ankle weights. It's hard to make sense of trying. You know, get out there and then Dennis don't got the timing right. Jonathan Dennis, and then the whole damn. What the ref say? False start everybody except the center. He said false start everybody except the center. It's like, bro, what are we doing? Like. What play as an offensive coordinator am I supposed to then call at that point? If he had a plan, you know, based off of trying to get, you know, a certain down distance to try to scheme a player open because we found an exploit, then we got a 5-yard, you know, we got to start back from 5 yards. Well, that play's now out the window. I got to come up with something else on the fly from the booth. Like,
bro,
these are things that people don't see.
Did y'all see the ref smirk though, Betty, when he said that shit? Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't catch that.
I saw
he kind of smirked when he said it, dog.
Was it that bad? Was it that bad though? I didn't see the actual play. I didn't see when they actually jumped off sides, but I saw
it was that bad. It was like twice. Like they would jump and the ball wasn't snapped yet. It happened twice. But I think only once he said it like that. The other time it was just like offsides on the left tackle or whoever the fuck it was. But it happened twice. I was just like, damn.
Staples should know better. But then again, we were talking about in the chat how it's because Dennis is not the primary center. Even we see him struggle before. The last time Jakai went out, it was temporary. But Tyler has spoke about how Dennis snapped with the opposite hand like Jakai do. So it was that one play, I think, what was that, Texas A&M, when he fumbled the ball. He went under center and he fumbled the ball, and then the defense got it. I forgot what game that was. But it might have been Middle Tennessee. But, yeah, he was talking about how Dennis snaps with a different hand. So when he went in the center, supposed to be a quick QB sneak to get something on the board. But those things people don't talk about. They're just going to talk about, oh, man, guys can't score in the red zone. It's like, those things matter. Like, when guys are going down, you know what I'm saying? And you got to kind of come with something on the fly. It's harder than try to come and coach out of that obstacle, essentially. You know what I'm saying? But I'm making way too much sense. So you need to shut the hell up. Cause...
Hey, Streeter, what happened to Big Baby? I thought Big Baby was the backup center.
Big Baby hurt. Big Baby.
Oh shit! Damn.
I thought Big Baby had a sister game, and he said he had like a little MCL. Look, he's just getting back into the. Oh, listen, there's injuries we don't even know about.
See, that's both of the backup center was him, and behind him was supposed to be Rodriguez, right? We knew he was been out for the season. That's crazy.
So that's an interesting point, because I heard somebody point out a very interesting point in the group chat about how everybody's saying that we practicing too hard, and that's why. And then someone had pointed out that all these injuries are not like this ain't like hamstrings and you know strained quads and shit. These are like joint injuries,
right?
Like ACLs and PCLs and ankles and stuff like that. So do y'all think that collectively, or each of y'all, how do y'all feel about the crowd that thinks that because I'm from maybe I'm just different, but I'm from the crowd that says and always believed in that the practice was supposed to be harder than the game, so the game was supposed to be easy. When we hear about all these injuries coming out, I don't see that from perspective of, oh, you know, this game is taking a toll on our players because, you know, so-and-so is out with My fault, I'm in the gym. Someone's out with a with a torn hamstring. It's all the joint stuff. So what's your thoughts on that?
No, I mentioned earlier that my thought is when you practice, hard during the off season, you're gonna have a lot of that happens. Just like you mentioned, you practice hard during practice so that the game is easy. And I think that a lot of guys who have not practiced at that type of level in years, now they come into this regime, and it's like it could be an overload on the body. But the beautiful part of that is when you overcome that injury and you come back, your body is used to that particular workload. So um that's my thought process on it. Um some injuries did happen, during a game, but it's one of those things where um you might have a lingering something that's nagging you, and then when you get in the game you finally injure it, right? So that's what I think is going on with that.
I don't think there's an answer, honestly, because what Rich is saying, you do have to look into that. You have to look at it. Everything is on the table. Because those types of things happen. You got guys that are not used to that kind of workload, but at the same time, these are young bodies. Young bodies are made to be, flexible and bounce back and all those types of things, right? But you have to look at the type of injuries, like I said before. We're not pulling hammies, it's not tired muscles, you know what I mean? A lot of these guys are getting hurt in the game. Like, see if everybody was getting hurt in practice, you know what I'm saying? So I think everything is on the table. It's just hard to. I just don't think you can pick a reason outside of, man, it's football, and our bodies aren't meant to play football. So shit is gonna happen. But we do have to look at the coincidences of how many bodies are falling. But again, it's not like the same old injuries, nor is it like hamstrings. It's not bruises, and so I just throw my hands up and say it's football. Shit happens.
Somebody suggested soft, not soft like weak, but soft like
not really hurt, not really injured.
Yeah, well, not want to put something. Somebody suggested from the inside too. Somebody suggested that, hey, man, maybe a little soft, man. Like don't know what injured is, don't know what hurt is. But these dudes who I see coming out here, these dudes hurt for real, fool. These dudes walk around with cast and crutch. Steve was in a lot of pain last week when I saw him. I just didn't really say it, dog. He was in a lot of pain when I saw him. But yeah, somebody mentioned. So I don't know, bro. Look how strict conditioning coach last year.
You said who was it?
Mm-hmm.
David Feely. Who's at Duke now?
It was Feely, right? I don't know, bro. Only thing I could think of is maybe for the last couple of years, we haven't pushed. You know what I'm saying? And went hard, and maybe they're asking them to do a little more, go a little harder. And I think maybe some of them, maybe they just don't push their bodies to the brink, some of them. Cause you could only think of, you can only, I don't know, and I'm just guessing, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying you can only think that maybe they went hard in high school, right? And then you get to college and you're like, yeah, we here, boy. And you not knowingly that, hey, we kind of like practice was kind of like, I remember seeing Bubba Bolden and the other guy who left, the other safety left, like in the circles at times in practice, like talking and playing. And yeah, dog, it was like, yeah, not no more. There's too many coaches out there to do it now. But so maybe it's a different level, man. Maybe, but whatever it is, they got to get it fixed, bro. They have to get that fixed. You can't win nothing injured like this. I know we kind of bypassed and didn't look at it for a long time, and we just start blaming people at the beginning of the season. You can't win nothing with your best 4 players on offense not playing.
And that's why I think I'm asking you about like guys returning, because I really do feel like a lot of this might have to just boil down to a mindset. I think exactly what you said is spot on. everybody says fun. I think this is more of a mindset thing where these guys are feeling like, oh yeah, I'm hurt. So you injured or you hurt? And when I say hurt, I don't mean physically hurt. I mean, are you mentally hurt? And then it's taking a toll on your ability to execute. Or this is the hardest that you worked in either in your life or in quite some time. And now you're having a hard time making sense of what we're doing out here. And like I said, it's come down to a mindset. If you someone who's been here since Rick, I know for a fact that someone like Rick, someone like um, Manny, you just said it, Street wasn't putting people in this type of predicaments or these type of situations, and now they're kind of like, man, I don't know if I'm used to this. And you got guys some second guessing, and I think you will be. The story will tell itself. A, by the amount of kids who come back and actually start trying to get on the field, and B, at the end of the season when you start seeing them transfers. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's some of these kids on this roster. We talked about it. Highsmith said it. So some of these kids shouldn't have been Miami Hurricanes, and maybe they should have been Golden Panthers or Owls or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, hey, we holding up stuff to a standard. All of a sudden they're like, man, I don't know what this is for me. So
You bring up but you bring up something that I talked about before. I'm proud of these kids because they didn't leave. I'm sure they worked hard as hell in spring and through the summer and shit. And these kids, a lot of them didn't leave. So I think the ones you're probably gonna see leave are guys that just want to play because they don't been through the hard. They don't been through the worst. They stayed here. But I think guys are gonna get frustrated with playing time, with systems, and I think those kids are gonna leave. Now I understand what Highsmith is saying, but he said some of those things about some of our favorite players, some of the guys we do think that work hard. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Time is gonna tell. But I that was the one thing I've been said when this happened. Like it was a lot of kids I thought were gonna transfer that didn't. Which to me is one thing I've always said. Like young men love structure and discipline, and that's why a lot of them are sticking around. Because think of all the shit that Flag got, and he's still here. Guys know when they're receiving proper coaching and proper structure and discipline. And a lot of these guys, they toughed it out. They stuck it out. So it's hard for me to look at these kids and kind of guess if they're mentally fragile. Same thing with the injuries because these guys are walking around with braces and they're hurt. And it's not like this guy left the game in the second quarter and came back in the fourth, missed a quarter of the next game. No, these guys are gone. Like they're gone. This guy coming back in a couple of weeks. This guy coming back at the end of the year. So it's hard for me to like hear when people say, "Are you hurt?" or not you, Matt, but I'm just saying in general. People like, are they like? I see some of the comments like, "Oh, whether they hurt or they injured, they not fucking playing." So I don't think they just hurt. I think they're actually injured because nobody wants to miss. And these are starters or guys that are in the rotation. Nobody wants to miss 4, 5, 6 games out of the year, man. That's money in your pocket. So it's just my opinion on it.
I definitely hear you, Kyle, for sure.
And time will tell. And this is exactly why you build depth with guys who are just as good, if not better, than the starters that you currently have. Because you're gonna have, during a 12 to 15 game season, you're gonna have guys who have to sit out 2 or 3 games, 4 games. So it just makes sense to build your depth, and not only build your depth, with kids, just to give them a scholarship to say that you gave out 25 scholarships, but to fill your depth with, guys who could really challenge the starters that you currently have, because that's the way the game is going. Running backs are getting 12 to 15 carries as opposed to 25 to 30, 35 carries. So it's what it is. So it's running back by committee, receiver by committee. You have 3 tight ends on your roster who play in the game. So it's what the game is going to, and with having that 85 man limit and being able to recruit 25 a year, I mean, you should be looking at the best 25 or the 25 that fits what you want to do, not just somebody because you got a scholarship to fill, which I'm pretty sure most coaches don't think that way. But the era where, let's say, a guy is a 4-star, but he has a bad work ethic, and he's really not a 4-star if he played in a different state. You don't want to look for those guys. You definitely want to look for dogs.
Hey,
Zoe say somebody tell a grown man with the fire alarm going off, go change the battery. That shit too hot, dog. Ain't got no ladder in here, my nigga. Bring a ladder over here, dog. I'll change that shit. That shit way up there.
Bro, that's what y'all really watch the show.
I feel like one day.
Y'all really watch the show and pay attention to shit like that?
Hey, dude, I mean, people, come on. People, listen, the more y'all start coming in here, the more y'all understand how to deal with people. Yes, people pay attention to. Those are the things they pay attention to. I remember sometime I used to spell stuff wrong just to get comments in the comment section. Because if you spell something wrong, they're going to be quick to correct you. Dog, how you going to spell? How you going to... They love it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, dog, that shit is way up there, dog. I deal with that shit later. Hey, listen, y'all want to see how ACC... wait 1 second. Y'all want to see how ACC hopes go down the drain?
To the boundary,
I thought they already
did.
did.
To the field.
Josh Downs right there.
Here's May, pressure coming, gonna turn, throw toward Green.
I need to set it up for y'all. Here we go. Third down, dog. Third down and goal. We got our boy Drake Mizzy.
Here's May, pressure coming, gonna turn, throw toward Green. Touchdown, Carolina.
I got a couple comments about this video, or this particular play.
And then
of 380 yards and 3 scores. Had a half dozen tackles.
It's a clean catch.
Then he would have sat on the sideline.
He has come up with the deflection. But behind the traffic,
Then he would have sat on the sideline like he was on Quaaludes or something. Like nothing had just happened, man. Zero emotion. Fuck the Hurricanes. Y'all ain't doing nothing together again. Oh no.
He definitely got a chance, but they still got a very talented Wake Forest team on the roster, and they still got Pitt. It wasn't a pushover. So.
Oh no! Listen, this is ACC, baby. You always got a shot. Everybody beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody beat everybody. We always got a shot. So they got who left?
They still got Wake Forest. They still got Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at who else they got, but
you know what our biggest problem is? Who we got? That's our biggest problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's our biggest problem.
But I will say, Clemson somehow pulled a whole Miami against Florida State because Clemson had that game signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
And they let these dudes come back, roar back. So yeah, Florida State definitely ain't no gimme. That little shifty motherfucker in that backfield, he's gonna be a challenge for sure.
He's the MVP of his team, man.
What happened at the end of that game? Like, how did they close ground? Because it looked like it's about to be a blowout.
I'm gonna be honest. I started watching. I think when he threw the flea flicker, the same flea flicker everybody hate Josh Gaddis for. When they did that triple flea flicker or whatever it was, I was like, oh, this game over with. I cut the game. I put on like something from the SEC. No, I put on the Utah game, Utah and USC. Then I go look at the final score. I'm like, oh, these boys only won by 8 points. Like, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that we gonna beat Clemson or we gonna lose. I'm not saying any of that because I'm past that point at this part of the season. It's not even a point doing score predictions, none of that stuff anymore. We just hope for what we hope for when the team come out. Just hope they stand up. But we learned this past weekend that nobody is safe. This past weekend was easily, not even counting Miami, one of the best weekends of football I've had in probably the last 3.5 years. Like,
oh yeah,
it was so much disparity, so much. It wasn't just a bunch of guys just winning the games that they supposed to, which gets boring after a while. It was actual disparity. Guys you didn't expect to rise up, rose up. That Utah game was fantastic. And that's the type of stuff that I want to see. That's the pageantry and the glamour of college football is that at any given week you can get beat. Like they done tore down the goalposts in Tennessee, threw them in the river. They floated the river. They asking for money.
But
you know what I'm
maybe
saying?
Listen, that Utah game, Utah was the favorite in that game, huh?
Were they?
Yeah, the weirdest thing, and I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, but Utah, 2 losses, was the favorite in that game.
They were.
Who has USC not played anybody this year yet or something?
Hell no.
Utah was the favorite in that game, bro, and with 2 losses, and they won.
I would think Utah is greatly coached, but from a top, like these boys really NIL'd some of the best talent in America to their team at USC.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, yeah, USC should have been miles ahead of Utah, but we all know about that paper thing.
He said it was favorite because they were at home. It's hard to win at Utah.
Man,
if
Utah actually as a college and as a state really wanted to go for football, I think they could actually build a program over there because it's a nice city over there. Like they could really do some shit if they wanted to. They have the coach for it. They just don't have the way to get the talent.
Well, you got a lot of the Samoans who a lot of the Polynesian kids. That's kind of like the second choice. Like if they don't go to if they don't go to USC or Oregon, they go to Utah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just hard, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Street.
This is Florida kid, and just remember what your thought is. This is the Florida commit. Miami Northwestern wide receiver the other night. They call this a non-catch.
Andy G.
Oh.
I'm not sure what they were looking at. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were looking at, but they said that was not a catch the other night. That was all bad. Even DJ Dallas in the comments like, man, that's a catch. Got to gain them all.
Did that affect the outcome of the game?
Nah. Nah, it didn't affect the outcome of the game.
I was gonna
I don't know.
It was a close game. Now they gave him 14 points. It was a catch.
I'm looking at that catch now.
It was a catch.
It didn't pop out.
Yeah. That boy hit it out at the end. He hit it out.
No, before that, you see him like double clutch at the ball. Boom! Street right before he hit it out. It like
wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can blow this up. I see what you're saying. Wait a minute.
Right there.
But I think he's already in the end zone. He's down.
He's already in the zone. Yeah. Right.
But they always say the catch gotta survive the ground. So
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
The ball move.
I see what you're saying. The referee saw that. That's a hell of a call. I see what you're saying.
Because if you look right as he catches the ball, he hits him, and then the ball moves. Then he hits the ground. The ball moves again. And then he reaches back for it, and then Buddy punches it out.
Everybody in the comment section said it was a catch.
He was supposed to try to roll. If he would have rolled, nobody would have saw it. But it popped like towards the top of his shoulder. And he reached back and grabbed it again.
Oh, he's a homeboy. Hand was right there. Homeboy pushed it.
Maybe
when he hit him initially, he was shuffling the ball. Then he reached out and tried to grab it, and then Buddy popped out again when he reached back to try to grab it.
Yeah, I think Matt was right. He didn't maintain possession all the way through the ground. That's what I think.
They just got to do this weekend in the NFL for the same thing. Buddy had a great catch. Was it in the Cowboys? That boy almost put an Odell, and the ball didn't survive through the ground.
That call was just too close to call. Like whatever the ref call initially is what's going to stand on that type of play.
But ain't no replay.
Yeah, that's a drop. That's a drop.
High school. Ain't no replay.
Street.
Shout out to Rashawn Hines, $1.99 super sticker. What's up, bro?
The Columbus game, is that Columbus or is that Central?
Ew. I think that's
Let's
at
go.
Central. I think it's at Central.
But for the slider, I gotta drive there. That's crazy.
Let me see. I think it's at Central. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely had a pistol with me.
I think it's at Trash Pile. Well, every game is at Trash Pile.
Every game at trash. I was going to ask you that. You said Central. I was like, I thought all y'all played at trash.
Yeah, it's all at trash. You know what I'm saying?
That shit would never make sense a day in my fucking life.
Let me see.
I'd definitely be in the building for that. In fact, I should be packing right now.
They call it a neutral tournament game. So they call it a neutral game, but so either that's Tropical Park or that's either Trash Pile. I'm gonna find out for y'all. GMAC Bowl Week.
Columbus got their own field streeter.
Yeah, but it's not that big though. I don't think they would play
that game
there. I don't think so unless Columbus want to force that. But they saying it's a neutral. They're saying it's a neutral game. I'll find out. The neutral tournament game versus Columbus. 7-0, 8-0. I talked to Cedric Irvin the other night and asked him why they switched from Notre Dame. Cedric Irvin is a real dude, man. The dad. Yeah. I asked him why did they switch? Like, why did y'all go to Stanford from Notre Dame? He was like, man, Notre Dame called me. It was like, hey, man, we just got a new running back coach. We want to give our running back coach a chance to recruit your son, man. So we're going to introduce y'all to him. He said he told Notre Dame, man, it's the best thing I heard all week, man. He said the coach was like, wow. Like, I ain't want my damn son to go to Notre Dame.
Dang. But he went to Michigan State, though.
He was wild. He was wild in high school. I remember him at South Ridge. We graduated the same year. Dog was wild. But he said he convinced his son to go to Stanford because he said, one, he don't think Stanford will be able to out-recruit his son.
That's
basically
true.
saying that you're not going to find a running back better than my son with it's going
with
to
the grades.
Stanford,
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. He said Stanford. He said I don't think they'll be out. I don't think they'll ever be out to recruit my son. Stanford runs the ball a lot, and he told him, listen, you like white girls, man, you might as well go get one from the West.
That
man, wow, man. That man, wow, man.
Hey, you know what? No, on the sidebar, since we talk about Stanford, I saw the little thing they was talking about McCaffrey up for trade. I think the Dolphins need to hop on that. Is he messed up or something?
He seemed like he always deemed up.
I know.
I think he played though. I think he played this weekend.
But shit, man, get that boy in that backfield with Reek and Mozart and Watt all that damn speed. Shit.
But he in year 3 of a big contract.
McCaffrey?
Yeah. But I think what happened with him is most of the money was guaranteed, if I remember correctly. Because I remember that was a point of contention because they gave McCaffrey most of his money guaranteed, and they didn't give. I think they didn't give Henry as much guaranteed money. I think I remember that a couple years back. But he's his base salary is like $1 million this year. But of course, you know how they do it, base plus incentive. So maybe it's not as big of a cap hit. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Because that's really all that matters is the cap hit. The money is the money, but the cap hit is what's important.
Step 305, 199. Every OC still in that play from last week. Shout out I don't know why I can't ever pronounce that. Step 305. Every OC still in that play from last week. What play you talking about? The reverse pass?
Yeah, hey, the game at Trash Pal. I just found it on the Twitter. Yeah.
Hey, Capers could say he played at Trash. So when we have those conversations about,
he played trash the other night. He played Northwestern. They beat Northwestern at trash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played that a few times. Columbus comes to trash Columbus comes to trash once or twice a year. Columbus plays a tough schedule, bro. They do it on purpose.
Who was that team that Chaminade beat? Was that a team from the Keys? I heard them talking about it, but I didn't never just like really pay attention. That was a team from the Keys?
LaSalle, not LaSalle, I'm lying. Somerset Academy Keys. So, you know Chaminade is 1A now. That's about to happen 3 more times. They made them 1A. Right. They made Chaminade 1A, right? Because they redid they think they're so smart. They redid the classifications, and I guess Chaminade like, all right, listen, since y'all want to do this dumb shit.
Mm.
But they said it was one of the worst mismatches they ever saw. Like, it was nothing Chaminade could do to not score, basically.
So,
other than take a team
from the. So they brought a team from the Keys up here to play Chaminade.
Right. Charter Somerset Academy.
A charter school.
Listen, it's 3 motherfuckers in that district gonna get it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2 or 3 teams gonna get it.
Well, that shit got me crying thinking about that. Well, I didn't know that shit. Come on, man. That ain't right. The Keys could have got every goddamn. They could have got every damn citizen out there to play, bro, and that score would have been the same. That's not right.
Yeah, I thought it was when I first saw it. I was like, "Is that real? Is that like a hologram? Like somebody just put up some, you know what I'm saying, like a thumbnail or something?" And lo and behold, that it was real, 90-0. I was like,
they got Avant-Garde Academy. They decent. Avant-Garde Academy is the old day Christian. So they got your boy over there, William Files.
Oh yeah, Files, yeah.
So that won't be it'll be bad. It won't be that bad. Then they got St. John Paul Academy out of Boca Raton.
I passed by that school. I know that school.
My God. And then they got Treasure Coast. I think they got Treasure Coast. That's the team that won the Wing T, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Out of Port St. Lucie,
isn't Treasure Coast decent though?
Yeah, they were. They have in the past. Remember they shocked American Heritage 2 years ago.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
I think that's what that is.
It's that Wing T shit. Yeah, it's that Wing T shit. It take advantage of high schoolers because they ain't the brightest and shit. That's all that shit is.
They scored. Nah, it was real. 90 points, dog. 90 points. I would love to see the score breakdown, like how they broke it down. 45 in the first.
You know that game had a running clock too. So I mean,
of course it did.
That's crazy.
Of course it did.
You know how hard it is to resist the urge to go ahead and score 100. Fuck it, they ain't stopping. I probably would have did it. I'd have got fired.
Hey, I tell you this: if that was my team, and I was on the receiving end of that 90 zip beatdown, like if you thought what Eddie Robinson did was that, I would start the whole brawl. Like, I was smacked fire that man. As soon as I went to shake his hand, I was slapped the brakes off that.
I couldn't because it just I wouldn't do that. Like if I'm on the losing end, because it's kind of just like, bruh, you just got to take that shit, man.
This is a game. This is a game right here. You see them shorties out there with them big jerseys on, man. It look like JBT, man.
Like Hayes saying, the poor little Timmies.
Poor little Timmies.
Man. They was in my comment section like, man, at least we showed up. I was like, man, you right. Yeah, you're right, man.
I wouldn't.
You learn something from everything.
I wouldn't think that they had enough kids down there to get more than one goddamn high school football team. And I'm joking, but I'm being so serious.
That's true.
Look how much faster Chaminade is than them.
Yeah, we learned how to put on our girdle this game.
Huh?
Bro, did you see that number 10? Bro, they look like middle schoolers, man.
They do. That's what somebody said. Somebody said that there was. You see, he finna help them up. Somebody said that it was the worst mismatch there. It was the worst mismatch they ever saw.
We all learned how to put on our butt pad, and that was our big takeaway from the game. So
Oh
so
my
we
God.
getting somewhere.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson in everything, though. I remember we went to Vegas to play in a tournament, and it was a 5'9" guard. He was from Nevada. He was all state, all this, all that, and we were good. We was juniors. We was on the rise. We was number one in the state, I think, at the time. His name was Prince Filer, and we was like, he's 5'9". He can't be that good. You know what I'm saying? It's basketball. He's 5'9". We got to the gym that day, and they say he was averaging 63 points a game in the tournament.
Woo.
We was like, what? Nah, I don't know if he been 36. You know what I'm saying? It was like in the tournament, the first 3 games, he was averaging 63 points. We held him to 36 points. He would come across half court, take 2 steps, and just and jump about this high off the ground and shoot threes. About a second half, this is how we was playing defense on him. KJ would guard him. He would come up court, and then I would just leave my man. And coach would say, "Street, run at him," and I just leave my man, and I just run at him, and we'll try to corral him. No, and the commentator was like, "Prince Filer for 3." That's how many threes he had hit on us. And at that moment, I knew I wasn't going to the NBA. That was my real talk. That was my realistic is that listen, that is an alien. And if it's more of him out there, there's no way I go to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even do nothing in college. Huh?
Bro, basketball is like that. Like football, I guess like being from here, I don't never see like, you know, we all grew up with so many like great athletes, guys that are, you know, went to the league and guys that are in the Hall of Fame or probably going, right? I don't know how often we ever looked at them in awe and been like, God damn, no, you just used to playing it. Basketball might be a little different. When you go somewhere and when you meet a guy that's like probably gonna be a pro or some shit, that shit is like Streeter said, it'll make you think about yourself like, oh damn, boy, I can't get to the next level. Look at this motherfucker. When you start seeing shit like that, it's different.
We beat Chauncey Billups. We beat Chauncey Billups by 20. We beat Abdul Rahim. Y'all remember Sharif Abdul Rahim?
Yeah, Sharif. Yep.
We beat a lot of great players. Like Teddy Dupay beat him by 30. He was like an 8th grader though. Like he was a little 8th grader. All the girls were screaming for him. We was like, wow, we're killing them. But you know what he turned into. You know what I'm saying? But he was young then. When I saw Prince Filer, that's when I knew that holy shit, I did not work hard enough. all my nights at St. Thomas College, shooting 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, shooting jump shots. I don't know what the fuck he did to get this good. I had no clue. I was like, this is unreal. That was one time, Coach Rocco, we went in the locker room, and Coach Rocco said, man, let's go get something to eat. We're going to see that motherfucker on ESPN in 4 years. Let's get the fuck out of here. He didn't say nothing else. That was it. He just said, like, hey, man, we're going to see that motherfucker on ESPN in 4 years. Let's go get something to eat. Dog, the dude was amazing, dog. Vince Carter just hustled really hard. You know what I'm saying? They beat us in overtime.
Yeah.
He hustled really hard. Yeah, you look in the stat book and he had 27, 13, 14. Yeah. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like in moments like this, you learn something. As a man, you learn something. You learn that either I gotta work harder, you know what I'm saying? You see that damn, it's guys out here my age run this much faster than me in front of my girlfriend.
Right.
And you wake up. You either wake up or you lay down.
Or switch jobs.
Switch jobs. Nah, bro. It was. That was one of the few times that, like I said, we didn't fear anybody, but that was one of the few times where it was. And he went to TCU and hurt his ankle. He never turned into anything. And that's how good he was. And that's crazy. He didn't turn into anything, and that's how good he was. We held him to 36 points.
So, Street, are you trying to say that all these?
Huh?
Are you trying to say that all these kids basically met the team equivalent of Prince Felder and they all should quit?
No, because I didn't quit, but it made me realize that if I was working hard, right? I was working really hard. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but whatever he was doing, I should have been doing, and now I know there's another level out there. You see what I'm saying? Like Vince, like some of it is God given. He was 5'9", brother. He was 5'9".
He just could shoot. That's it. He couldn't like dribble, handle.
When you're that
bringing
good,
the ball down,
when they're that good, like Dupe, who everybody one of the greatest basketball players ever.
High schoolers.
Philip Buchanan told me the other night he dropped 40 in his mouth.
He averaged like 70, didn't he? He averaged like 70 fucking points a game. Shit.
When they're that good, DJ, I mean Mehdi, when they're that good, they could have one move, and you can't stop it. When they've perfected it, when you're that good. He was quick and he jumped really high. And the main thing is that the motherfucker didn't miss. That was the problem.
Right.
the problem was he didn't miss. And that's what Dupe was the same way. His dad trained him up like kind of Carson dad did him as a young kid, got some real people to train him. And by the time he got to high school, he was a machine. You know what I'm saying? Man, we played against Shaheem Holloway, Seton Hall coach. They beat us.
Nah, you seen that boy Eric Kennedy? So he played Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Street of that Mahmoud was that was your original Steph Curry, man. That boy said he dropped 39 on his head.
Chris Jackson today, he still plays in the Big Three. And he's 60 years old and he's still out there shaking things. No, he was a real deal. Yeah, he was.
He said, "Hey, Streeter," he said first he had said he hit 39 on him. He came back. He said, "Sorry, Mahmoud hit 39 on me in the first half."
And then he had like a sickness, right? He used to be jumping like this, right? Like he had he couldn't stay still.
He might have had a tick or something, I guess.
Yeah, he did. He did because they did a special on about how hard it is to tie a shoe sometimes. Somebody said pull up Prince Filer.
No, that's what you call it. That's the medical term. It's a tick. Yeah.
A tick? I refuse to do that's a medical terminology.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that shit right goddamn now. Cause ain't no way.
Somebody said pull up Prince Filer. I just saw his picture and had a flashback. I almost fell out the chair.
Yeah, so he said he had Tourette syndrome, and that's what they have certain tics, so they do certain shit. But it's still the medical term. So the medical diagnosis is Tourette syndrome, but the action that you have when you have that is called a tick.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, ain't no way this shit called a tick. Like, man, you're sitting diagnosed with a tick. Ain't no motherfucking way. I was about to lose it.
This is Prince Filer. Let me see what they say about him. He's in Getty Images.
You think one of his mistakes was going to TCU?
What is it? He say 1995, Prince Filer took a red shirt last season after transferring to TCU from Oklahoma. So he went to Oklahoma first.
Mm-hmm.
High school, parade All-American selection as a senior in Las Vegas, Western High School. Prince Filer rated many scouting researchers to be among the top 40 high school players in the nation. Filer paced the Nevada prep scores with the 40 points per game. See, now this is his regular season. We was at a tournament. He averaged 40 points a game. You know what I'm saying? At 5'9", 160 pounds. While also averaging 6 boards, 8 assists, and 3 steals.
Damn. Damn.
Filer's best outing game came against Cheney High School where he went for 60 points in just over 32 minutes of action. As a junior, he posted an average of 32.4. As a junior, he averaged 32 points. In our tournament, he probably had played 2 games. The motherfucker was averaging 60 points in the tournament. And we was like, nah. Cause we had a little short dude on our team named Norm Daniels. He was like 5'8". He was amazing. He never scored 30 points. So we was like, nah, ain't no way. But I sat in that locker room.
5'9" ain't bad for high school. 5'9", you can do some damage in high school at 5'9". That ain't that bad.
But think about this. We're talking about high level basketball now, Cal. We ain't talking about low level. Like our front line was like 6'8". Remember Northwestern had a 6'11", 6'10", and a 6'8". We're talking about big time basketball, not little time basketball.
5'9", but 5'9", because we from a place where it's a lot of athletes. Like people see a Nate Robinson, and we be like, we got a lot of Nate Robinsons around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's different once you get to once you get to college, and then the pros. That's where that 5'9" come in. But 5'9" ain't so bad, bro. You shouldn't feel so bad. 5'9", you can do some damage. 5'9" at high school.
No, listen. When we were looking in the manual that night, the little book that have all the teams in it, I'm telling you our mindset because we had played such big time basketball. You know what I'm saying? We're like, he 5'9". Like, oh, he playing Nevada. Dog, I'm listening. I remember sitting in that locker after that game and saying to myself, I got to learn a trade. I'm not going to the NBA.
Hey, everybody for everybody keep asking when IOD was born, it was that night. That's when IOD was formulated in the back of sheet of my
bro. It was clear to me that there was a different level out there. Like I said, we beat Chauncey Billups by 20. We beat a lot of great players. You know what I'm saying? Because we were really good. Somebody asked me, was Sergio Rocco a good? Sergio Rocco kind of changed my life, though. Somebody asked me, was he a good coach to me? Yeah, he changed my life. Like he basically showed me what hard work was, like what working really hard was, and where to get you. You know what I'm saying? If you get focused. He was a crazy person though. He was crazy now. We all still in a group chat together, man. He used to pull his pants down in the middle of the game and throw chalk at the referee. He was crazy. Crazy, dog. He throw chalk at the referee, pull his pants down. But nah, bro, like playing against him and seeing Vince Carter and my homeboy saying, man, don't look down there. Don't look down there doing warm-ups, dog. When Vince Carter was warming up. There was that at that moment I realized that damn dog, I ain't going to the end. I gotta learn something else.
we beat Vince too. We beat Vince for state.
Who's we?
BA, Boyd Anderson.
Oh, with the twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the twins. Yeah. Where they at?
Shit, no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Was it a close game?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just know we beat Vince them. That's all I know. I wasn't there.
I remember driving up there. We was going to see Northwestern play. They were playing against Boone. I think Boone ended up playing against Vince them too. And we're going to see the West play and shit. And we were driving up there to stay. And West got upset versus Boone. They said the coach is in the hotel hiding because them dudes from the city was trying to kill him.
No.
Yeah, no, they had got upset. You know what I'm saying? With that damn Sam Watson, Corey Lewis, and Tim James, and man, they had a huge team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God damn, boy, I done lost too much money.
Them boy were pissed, fool. Them boy were pissed.
Oh, have mercy. That's terrible, man.
Somebody, Coke Dog been on point this week. Coke Dog sent me a video. A video of Prince Fowler. Let me see if I can pull this up. Damn, y'all trying to make me have motherfucking flashbacks. Him and Shaheem Holloway, fool. There was a nightmare, fool. Shaheem Holloway was taking the ball from us before we started dribbling.
We try to make sure you work harder.
But nah, dog. Like, listen, in those moments, dog, like you realize that damn, I should have went harder. And I'm sure them boys, that night they realized that holy crap.
All right.
Y'all sure
And we
they
need
our
X for this
age?
conversation.
What planet
We
they
need
from?
X for this conversation, dog.
I know, dog. X always tell me that story about Sean Taylor and they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Only in Miami. You right up the street and you don't know who Sean Taylor is. You finna play him that night. Only in Miami, dog.
Shit, my dog. Azante posted a picture of middle school, the middle school basketball team. They get about 8 of. Let me see. It's probably about eight D1 players on that goddamn middle school team. That shit crazy, man. That's how Florida is, bro. It's just talent everywhere, dog.
There you go, Prince Fowler right there.
Capitalizing Sasser's absence. Prince Fowler with the 3. Then Dennis Dixon, you down 1 at the break. Second half, TCU capitalizing Sasser's
he ran a little one
Prince
in
Fowler
college.
with the 3. Then Dennis Dixon, you down 1 at the break. Second half, TCU capitalizing.
Yeah, he real little. But no, man, he was amazing. He was amazing. I definitely was an eye opener. So yeah, man, I'm sure them boys went home, man, and they gonna have to tell their grandkids they was on the team that got beat 90-0.
Man, you know what them kids look like, Street? They look like them kids that used to be in them old 80s commercials. After they lose the game, they take them to Pizza Hut. When Pizza Hut let you come in there and sit down and eat, that's what them kids look like. Like somebody took their ass to Pizza Hut after that game. Participation trophy.
Man, let's get out of here, man. Ladarius Houghton had 76 one night. Rashad Haynes said Ladarius Houghton from where? Ladarius Houghton from where? Listen, man, I'm sure Chris Jackson. I'm sure Chris Jackson was a goddamn. What Chris Jackson from New York?
I believe so. He seemed like a New Yorker. I know he ate Eric Kennedy. He ate Eric Kennedy ass up. He ate Eric Kennedy ass up.
I remember Kenny Anderson. You know, Kenny Anderson was big time back then. But Kenny Anderson, you can see him around here now, like around here sometimes, drunk, walking around. I think he like married a white woman. I saw him. He lived down here, like right in like Pine Cool City somewhere.
Wasn't he coaching or some shit or high school or something?
Yeah. His son played football a couple years back. And I remember, dog, it's certain people from my childhood, dog. I don't ask for autographs from nobody. I remember watching him walk out of Publix one day, and I was starstruck. It happened to me twice, when I saw Charlie Ward and when I saw Kenny Anderson, dog. Still, and he's older Kenny Anderson, alcoholic Kenny Anderson. I still was starstruck. Like that was my childhood, dog.
Oh, they say he was from Mississippi, Streeter, Gulfport, Mississippi. Hell no.
Was he? Damn.
Yeah, he just seemed. I know, right? He just seemed like a New Yorker for some reason.
Dog, he still could play. He got to be about 50 something.
Right.
He was playing in the Big Three a while back.
Because remember, he left. He not left, but they got rid of him out of the NBA early. You know, he still had a lot of games left and shit, man.
Yeah,
I know. It was funny. It was funny when the NBA was like, Colin Kaepernick took a knee on y'all, but we got it right. We got it right. No, motherfucker, y'all got it right because somebody took a knee on y'all 20 years ago. That's why y'all got it right. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf did it to them a long time ago.
Yeah. And his was religious too. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get up out of here, bro. We've been here way too long. But I think ESPN did a special on his what you call it, a tick cow?
Yeah.
Not a tick.
Hey, shut up. I didn't like that shit.
They say he used to be on the when in college. They say he had it real bad. He used to be on the sideline shaking and shit.
Yeah, that's
like, hey, coach, man, he ready? Put him in the game. He ready to go.
I really shouldn't be laughing at this shit, man, boy.
Yeah, somebody mentioned Eric Kennedy say he cured now. I remember seeing him in an interview, and I was like, he don't look like he had
it. Tourette's.
So
I didn't know either. I was like, dang.
I didn't know that either.
No,
that's dope as shit.
no. If you pay close attention to him, even in the NBA, because somebody told me if you pay close attention to him, you could see it when he was sitting down even in the NBA.
So I guess he didn't have like one of those real noticeable ones and shit. But you know, some of them are just like, some of them are just like Maddie, you need to go watch that South Park episode about Tourette's. You'll get a kick out of that.
I've always heard like about people who have mild Tourette's. Like it's a thing. Like there's levels to it. Like I say that about some of my airmen when they be acting stupid. Like man, you got mild Tourette's or something? Fuck wrong with like.
Listen, I bring this up and talk about their satire, and I know people don't pay it no real attention because it's a cartoon. But seriously, watch South Park. Google that episode about Tourette's, and they'll show you like the extreme Tourette's and shit like that or whatever. But go look at it, bro. Trust me.
Hell no, I ain't looking at it. You gonna have me going my way to hell. I'm chilling.
Here you go right here. Here you go right here. Look.
And demoralized, Jackson found himself on the bench. And whispers of a wasted draft pick began to haunt him.
Man, oh man, is he ever struggling?
The first 2 years was a trial for me. Frustrating year. I wasn't in shape, and I take all the blame for it. I started doubting myself and losing some confidence, and I just started alienating myself from the teammates because of what was going on.
He playing the big three, right?
But Jackson was not a stranger to adversity. Since childhood, he had suffered from Tourette syndrome, a nervous disorder that often made even normal daily tasks a trial.
It was hard when I was young because that's when the nicknames came. You know, you
what's
wrong with you, and I think I dealt with it pretty good. I think I've always had the ability to understand and to go on with my life, even at a young age. Tourette's helped me as a person and as a basketball player to understand what it is that I need to do and must do.
Boy, cool. I mean, sometimes like you see the one basketball player, the young boy.
Yeah, that boy hit the ball too.
Oh my god!
You see, they made him mad the other day, and he got mad and started getting them boys' face and just went off, dog. Just he looked old,
good, dog.
Sometimes, I mean, adversity, dog. Sometimes some people are able to overcome, and sometimes it makes them who they are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of times it does make them who they are. But he was cold though. He was cold.
Did you see his interview on Knuckleheads?
On what?
Knuckleheads.
The
podcast with Darius Miles and Q. Watch him on that. He'll tell you how he got kicked out the league and all that shit, man. It was a good one.
I'm gonna check that out. So listen, real fast before we get out of here. Y'all don't watch South Park? Y'all never paid attention to South Park like closely? Y'all thought it was just a cartoon?
I'm telling y'all, dog. The best fucking satire you ever seen.
Pay attention to South Park. The funniest one I saw was when they had the devil finna fight Jesus, dog. And the devil was all big and Jesus was all scrawny and nice. Dog, South Park have some hell of a lessons in it, dog. You really gotta pay attention to it. And the devil went in there and bet all the money for him to lose, and went in there and Jesus hit him one time and the devil just fell. Boom.
That's funny.
Hilarious, dog. Hilarious. But all right, man, let's get up out of here, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yo, all right, 786-405-9499. If y'all want to get down with IOD Squad, 786-405-9499. Just send a text, say IOD Squad. I want to learn how to trade, or I understand trading, or I got money, I don't know what to do with it, or I want to know what an NFT is, or is Bitcoin really real? Just say anything, you know what I'm saying? We'll see the link. You get involved with it. Somebody said treated not more than the Simpsons. Nah, I think South Park got better messages than the Simpsons. Kyle still here. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said the Simpsons got better got better satire than South Park. I ain't buying it.
No. The satire from South Park is way different. They tackle any and every issue, bro. But they just put this funny spin on this shit, bro. It's different. The Simpsons is a family show with some lessons and all that, but they don't do satire. South Park do satire. That shit real.
Yeah, you gotta really watch that, and you gotta watch it and pay attention. Like if you're thinking, yeah, you gotta pay attention. It's always messages in it. Somebody told me to look at Plies' tweet. I'm gonna check it out. All right, Cal. Yeah, let me see. Somebody said look at Plies. Did I see Plies' tweet? Let me see what Plies tweet about. Say anything look like a motherfucking same guys or anything. I see anything look like a motherfucker. You talking about Jeffrey Dahmer? Oh Lord, Plies said ain't no big three no more. Oh no. Oh, so y'all go check out Plies. Plies going on.
That's how some of y'all motherfuckers look on TV. After watching some of y'all motherfuckers, and this message is for all the goddamn colleges, football colleges in motherfucking Florida. Like every last, I wouldn't give a damn how you take it. and I've been spying some of y'all. Y'all motherfucking know I've been spying some of y'all. But after this motherfucking weekend right here, I don't hear shit about no more or nothing. I don't hear shit about nothing. Motherfucking clothes is that shit ain't good for number motherfucking horseshoe. But a lot of y'all motherfuckers, y'all is out there playing like motherfucking Herschel Walker is y'all motherfucking coach. That's how some of y'all motherfuckers look on TV. After watching some of y'all motherfuckers the last few weeks, y'all motherfuckers look like Herschel Walker. Yeah, the crazy motherfucker Herschel Walker. Y'all is playing like he y'all motherfucking head coach. Like he running the whole motherfucking program. And this really can apply for non-Florida motherfucking schools too. But y'all motherfuckers is out there playing like Herschel Walker, y'all motherfucking coach. And after this weekend, I done made my motherfucking mind. Ain't no motherfucking big three no more in Florida. Fuck all that. I ain't no motherfucking big three. Now it's a big motherfucking two at this point. Ain't no motherfucking big three. It's a big two. And if you're in Florida, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The top two motherfucking teams in the state of Florida right now. That's what motherfucking tell you. You can get mad all you motherfucker want to.
Go.
Miami motherfucking Central is number one. Miami Central is number one. Motherfucking Chaminade is number two. Yeah, they should put Central and Chaminade in the top motherfucking top 25 in college football. God know goddamn well. Both of them is bad most of this shit in college football right now, top 25. So Miami Central number one in the whole motherfucking state. That include the big three and all that. Chaminade two. And the rest of this shit, you put that shit in whatever order you motherfucking want to. So from here on out, it's the big motherfucking two. It's motherfucking Miami Central and it's motherfucking Chaminade. Because the rest of y'all, they coach better than y'all. They more disciplined than y'all. And they playing better football than y'all. The rest of y'all motherfuckers like acting like Herschel Walker, y'all motherfucking coach. In college football. God know goddamn well. Both of them is bad most of this shit in college football right now. Motherfucking teams in
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Walker, y'all motherfucking coach in the program. And this really can apply for non-Florida motherfucking schools too. But y'all motherfuckers is out there playing like Herschel Walker, y'all motherfucking coach. And after this weekend, I done made my motherfucking mind. Ain't no motherfucking big three no more in Florida. Fuck all that. I ain't no motherfucking big three. Now it's a big motherfucking two at this point. Ain't no motherfucking big three. It's a big two. And if you're in Florida, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The top two motherfucking teams in the state of Florida right now.
Man, clown,
man. Motherfucking tell you. You can get mad all you motherfucker want to. Miami motherfucking Central is number one. Miami Central is number one. Motherfucking Chaminade is number two. Yeah, they should put Central and Chaminade in the top motherfucking top 25 in college football. God know goddamn well. Both of them is bad most of this shit in college football right now, top 25. So Miami Central number 1 in the whole motherfucking state. That include the big 3 and all that. Chaminade 2. And the rest of this shit, you put that shit in whatever order you motherfucking want to. So from here on out, it's the big motherfucking 2. It's motherfucking Miami Central and it's motherfucking Chaminade. Because the rest of y'all, they coach better than y'all. They more disciplined than y'all. And they playing better football than y'all. The rest of y'all motherfuckers like acting like Herschel Walker, y'all motherfucking coach.